Today, we're taking a look at the Neonic Flow Prime X. What's up, guys? If you watched my recent review of the Flare Prime X from Neonic, then you'll know that I absolutely loved that paddle. And I also historically have really liked the Flow shape from Neonic, which is their hybrid shape. So I was super excited to try the Flow Prime X as soon as I saw it announced, as I expected it to be a flow shape of the Flare Prime X. However, it's not quite as straightforward as that. So let's take a quick look at the specs and what makes it unique and different. So as I mentioned, the Flow is Neonic's custom hybrid shape. And one of the big standout features of this hybrid shape is the long 5.5-inch handle, which actually has about 6 inches of usable space. And what is making the Prime X version of these paddles different from the originals is the use of a carbon fiber, fiberglass, carbon fiber top sheet, paired with a 6mm small cell polypropylene core. But one big difference from the Flow Prime X and the Flare Prime X is the Flare Prime X used a 14mm core, the Flow Prime X is using a 16mm core. The new Flow Prime X is coming in at an average weight of 7.9 ounces, an average swing weight of 113, and an average twist weight of 6.3. And then of course, like all Neonic paddles, it comes in at a great price of $140. And after discount code Scooter, it brings it down to $126. However, if you're watching this video the day it comes out or soon after, Neonic has actually started their Black Friday sale. And for their Black Friday sale, they're offering 20% off the brand new Flow Prime X, which is stackable with the discount code, bringing it down to just $100, which is a crazy good deal for a paddle this good. They also have good deals on the original Flare, which is the titanium version, and their backpacks, and all of those deals are stackable with my discount code. And Neonic will be running those deals through November 30th. And before we get into how this paddle plays, it would really mean a lot if you guys would subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel grow. Alright, so how does it play? So the first thing I noticed about the paddle is that it plays much closer to the original Flow than the Flare Prime X. It's very soft and controllable with a super plush feel, but it gets a little bit of extra spring and pop from that fiberglass layer paired with that dense core. And that combo does give it a bit more power from the baseline as well as on putaways, and a bit more pop at the kitchen. And all that combines to make this paddle a true all-court paddle, but definitely leaning closer to the control end of the spectrum. And I would actually call this paddle kind of a modern control paddle, with enough power and pop to compete with modern paddles, while still being very controllable. And I think that makes this paddle a proper upgrade to the original Flow. Now that's not to say that the original Flow is a bad paddle, it just leans even more into the control side of things. So if you're looking for a pure control paddle, the Flow is still an excellent option. But I think for a lot of people, they'll appreciate having a little bit of extra power and pop. I personally was hoping that this paddle would play a bit closer to the Flare Prime X than the Flow. But I did see that Neonic is planning to bring out a 14mm version of this paddle, which should be a bit closer. But I still think that this is a great paddle that a lot of people will enjoy, especially if you're looking for a controllable paddle that doesn't sacrifice too much power or pop. Don't forget to use discount code Scooter if you decide to pick up one of these paddles or any other paddle from Neonic, especially during this Black Friday sale. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and stay tuned, I have more reviews coming soon.